Hi, this is Darren LaCroix. I'm here in my Las Vegas studio, and I returned last week from the Guerrilla Business School, T. Harv Eker. Phenomenal. Over 1,000 people there, all paying thousands of dollars. I mean, this was like a $2 million event. Now, a new habit that I'm trying to create for myself personally that I learned from Ed Tate was to go over my notes. And I thought, I need something to motivate me to do that, so I made the commitment to going over some of the highlights of what mattered to me that I took out of the seminar. Hopefully it helps you as well. Well, first on day one, I'm just going to review one day at a time. Day one, this was T. Harv Eker was talking about the economy. And he said, this is the time, this is the economy. And I look back at my own business last year, and so many people are, talking the economy, the economy, the economy. And I realized my business went up by like 15%. So it was a phenomenal year for me, and I look at this year being even better. There's two economies out there, Harv said. There's the economy, and then there's my economy. And when I started thinking about what made me successful last year, it was listening to my customers and the people in my database as to what they wanted. And a lot of them wanted a higher level, a more advanced training beyond the basics. And they really love our coaching boot camp. So Craig and I put together How to Own the Stage. And that was really the catalyst that brought me to get that huge increase last year when everyone else was down. I love T. Harv's style. Yes or yes. He always asks those questions. He doesn't give us any option. And he stated too that being in your own business is the only way you can have total control. You don't have control over the real estate, the market, the economy, but we can have control of ourselves. So that was a big reminder, nice aha. And he said, look at the seminar around you. Most people can't fill seminars, but he found a way to do it. So there's still a way. In this economy, there's so many more problems, and people are searching for those solutions. And for us as speakers, that's what we do, is we give solutions. We give them that change of perspective. So I think it's actually a huge opportunity for us, but we need to look at it that way. And we look at the problems out there, and that's where I come in. And he said my favorite quote of his, which I love, is, an entrepreneur is a person who solves problems for people at a profit. We need to remember that. He reminded us of this as well. How we do anything is how we do everything. I don't care what you say, I won't buy into it, is what he told us. So if you're late somewhere, you're going to be late everywhere. And then we'll wonder why, we get the side effects of that in our business and our time and in our life. We need to complete what we start. A lot of us have projects, a lot of us as speakers are working on a book. I have a list of a whiteboard of things to do. And what I'm doing now is, because of this seminar, I have the things listed on the whiteboard, but every day I have one thing that I must get done. In addition to doing my emails and doing all the other things that I need to do on a daily basis. And I'm taking Ed Tate's rule on this. I'm actually going to go for 3, but if I can actually complete one every single day, one of those big chunks, progressing my business, not my day-to-day new things. And again, Harv reminded us to work on our business, not in our business. Our goal is to be able to have more time and have more systems. All my money comes from other people. This was a huge aha. It doesn't come from me doing something, it comes from other people. He also encouraged us to have higher ticket items, and that's something I'm working on as well. Then we also had on the first night Bill Bartman, who is a billionaire who lost everything and is on his way back to being a billionaire again. He had earned at the height of his income $500,000 a day. Wow, wouldn't you like a day like that? And it's funny because if you look at his background, he left his home when he was 14. He joined the carnival. In 16, he was in a gang. 17, he was a raging alcoholic. And that's when things change for him. He grew up in welfare and poverty, but yet he started a business and became one of the 25 wealthiest people in America. He's been married 35 years, and he said he's excited about that because he gets to share all of this with his wife. An amazing story of him and his wife. He also has Bill's life rules, a couple of them that really hit home with me. The only opinion of you that matters is your own. And sometimes I need to be reminded of this myself. We let other people put their opinion on us, and we're out to get their approval. We need to take care of ourselves and be able to look in that mirror. His second rule is to forgive. To be truly successful, you have to learn to forgive. And wow, what a powerful story Bill Bartman has about that. Another one of his rules that hit me right between the eyes is everything in life is a choice. If you're doing this, you're doing that, whatever you choose to do, it's your choice. And that's a tough one. But look at your time. Lay out your schedule and look at what you do. Those are your choices of what you did. So I need to work on those myself. He said things that he learned from failure. We all will fail. And we'll all fail at something. Libraries are full of books on how to succeed. Most failures are avoidable. Success and failure are subjective terms. Wow. Keys to overcoming failure. He says, number one, to get help. A lot of us have that ego in the way, so we don't ask for help. We need to ask for help. No matter what area of it is. If we knew what it took to get there, we would have done it. So I know myself as searching for mentors. I went for the people who are the best to learn from them in whatever field. Now there's some people that would go to them for a question on one subject, but I would never go on a different subject. So know who you're asking. And again, where do you get your strength? From faith, family, and friends. That was great. So just so much from this seminar. One more thing that hit home, he put up a picture of Tiger Woods. And he said 10% of, the picture said 10%, how did I get here? And 90%, how do I get out of here? When he would, end up in the rough. And so many people get it backwards. That they spend 90% of their time, how did I get here? When it should be, okay, how did I get here? But now, most of our time, how do I get out of here? Be forward focused. So I love what Bill had to say. Check out Bill Bartman. I'm sure he has, you could Google him, but just a phenomenal story. And he's from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I knew him when I lived there, but I didn't know him like I do now. What a story. So those are reviewing my notes from day one. Do you review your notes? See you tomorrow.